Blood is truly amazing. Think of it as your body's personal delivery service, a river of life flowing through you every second of every day. It carries all the good stuff, oxygen from your lungs, nutrients from your food, to every single cell. It also acts as your body's cleanup crew, hauling away waste like carbon dioxide. But blood is more than just a transport system. It's a key player in your body's defense force, carrying an army of cells that fight off germs and keep you healthy. It's a remarkable fluid that performs countless jobs to keep your body running smoothly. So, what is this stuff made of? Blood has two main parts. The liquid part is called plasma, mostly water but packed with proteins, hormones, and nutrients your cells need. The other part is made of cells, red blood cells that carry oxygen, white blood cells that fight infection, tiny platelets that help you stop bleeding. Let's look at those name tags, the antigens, on your red blood cells. There are two main ones we talk about. AB. Your blood type depends on which of these markers you have. If your red blood cells have the A antigen, you have type A blood. If they have the B antigen, you're type B. Some people have both, giving them type AB blood. Some people have neither A nor B, which means type O blood. It's a simple system, but it's incredibly important. A, B, AB, O. Now, for the other side, the antibodies in your plasma. Your body makes antibodies against the antigens you don't have. If you have type A blood, with A antigens, your plasma contains anti-B antibodies. If you have type B blood, you have anti-A antibodies. If you're type AB, you have both antigens, so your body doesn't make either antibody, it would attack its own cells. If you're type O, with no A or B antigens, your plasma has both anti-A and anti-B antibodies. This complementary system protects you. This is where donation rules come in. Type O, often called the universal donor. Their red cells lack A and B antigens, so recipient antibodies have nothing to attack. Type O can often be given to any blood type. Type AB, on the other end. People with AB are universal recipients. Their plasma has no anti-A or anti-B, so they can receive from any ABO group safely. Understanding this give and take makes transfusions safe. A person with type A blood can receive from type A donor, type O donor. A person with type B blood can receive from type B donor, type O donor. The goal: avoid introducing an antigen the recipient sees as an enemy. Like a key for a lock, you need the right one. Imagine needing a blood transfusion, receiving blood from someone else. It's critically important the blood you receive matches your own. If it doesn't, your antibodies will see the new cells as invaders. They will attack the donated red blood cells, causing them to clump and burst. That reaction can block blood vessels and cause serious health problems. That's why doctors are so careful matching blood types. Understanding antigens and antibodies is the first step to safe transfusions. Blood matching is a cornerstone of modern medicine. It enables life-saving surgeries, treatments for diseases like cancer, and support for people who've lost a lot of blood. Before we knew blood types, transfusions were risky, almost a shot in the dark. Now, thanks to knowledge of these tiny markers, transfusion is routine and safe. It's a great example of how small biological details can have huge life-saving impact. Consider this: science makes our world a safer place. Beyond the ABO system, the Rh factor. If you have this marker, your blood is Rh positive. If you don't, it's Rh negative. Most people in the world are Rh positive. Just like with the ABO system, matching the Rh factor is crucial for safe blood transfusions. An Rh negative person shouldn't receive Rh positive blood. Their body could start making anti-Rh antibodies. Those antibodies could cause problems with future transfusions. It's another layer of security in the blood matching process. The Rh factor becomes especially important during pregnancy. Here's the scenario. What if an Rh negative mother is carrying an Rh positive baby? During the first pregnancy, this is usually not a problem. The mother's and baby's blood systems are separate. However, during childbirth, a small amount of the baby's Rh positive blood can mix with the mother's Rh negative blood. Her immune system sees the Rh factor as a foreign invader and starts producing anti-Rh antibodies. It's like her body is building an army to fight an enemy it has just met. The trouble can start with a second pregnancy if that baby is also Rh positive. These antibodies are small enough to cross the placenta and enter the baby's bloodstream. There, they attack the baby's Rh positive red blood cells, causing erythroblastosis fetalis, or hemolytic disease of the newborn, which can lead to severe anemia and jaundice. Fortunately, shortly after an Rh-negative mother gives birth to an Rh-positive baby, a medicine called RhoGAM, anti-Rh antibodies, prevents this chain of events by clearing fetal cells before her immune system reacts. This protects future pregnancies and safeguards health. Have you ever gotten a small cut and watched it stop bleeding all by itself? That's blood clotting, or coagulation, in action. It's an incredibly important process that prevents you from losing too much blood from an injury. The first responders to the scene are tiny cell fragments in your blood called platelets. When a blood vessel is damaged, platelets rush to the site, become sticky, plug up the hole. They also release chemicals that kick off a chain reaction, calling for more help. It's like a tiny biological emergency response team. This chain reaction is known as the clotting cascade. It's a series of steps where one activated protein switches on the next, a domino effect. The chemicals released by the platelets, along with factors from the damaged tissue, work together to form an enzyme complex called thrombokinase. Think of thrombokinase as the master switch that gets the final, most important steps going. Once thrombokinase is active, it converts a plasma protein called prothrombin into its active form, thrombin. Thrombin then acts on fibrinogen, snipping it into long, sticky threads of fibrin that form a mesh over the platelet plug. This strong net traps cells to form a solid, stable clot that seals the wound and stops the bleeding. Calcium ions are required at several steps, keeping this complex dance precise and effective. While your circulatory system is the main highway for blood, your body has another, less famous network of vessels, the lymphatic system. As blood flows through tiny capillaries, some of the watery plasma leaks out into the surrounding tissues. This tissue fluid bathes your cells, delivering oxygen, delivering nutrients, picking up waste. It needs a way back. The lymphatic system collects this excess fluid as lymph and returns it to the bloodstream through large veins near the heart. Without it, fluid would build up in your tissues, causing swelling called edema. Lymph nodes packed with lymphocytes act as security guards, filtering lymph to trap bacteria, viruses, and other invaders before they spread. After a fatty meal, lacteals in your intestinal villi absorb fats into lymph, forming milky chyle that ultimately joins the blood to fuel your body. Some animals, like insects and clams, have an open circulatory system where hemolymph bathes organs directly. Vertebrates have a closed system, blood stays in vessels, allowing fast, controlled delivery and higher activity. Hearts evolved from 2 chambers in fish with single circulation, to 3 in amphibians and many reptiles with incomplete double circulation, to 4 in birds and mammals with complete separation, an efficient masterpiece of evolutionary engineering.